Good morning, guys.
Morning.
Morning.
And good. Sometimes.
We were going to the Bureau of Immigration to request for the exit clearance and return permit. So we're wondering if it's different from what we used to do when we go out of the country, that we just fall in line and queue for a certain desk there in the airport for the immigration thing. So we're wondering if that's the same thing as getting that clearance here in the Bureau of Immigration office, because when we had our 13A permanent residence permit, when we claimed that permanent residence permit of RTEM, there was a document wherein it stated there that what are the things that we need to be able to do the moment that we have already received the permanent residence permit. So included in there is the information that if the person will go outside of the country, then there is a need for us to get the exit clearance and return permit. So here, guys, the Bureau of Immigration here in Davao is still here in Victoria Plaza because they're still they still have their ongoing construction. This is the NBI here in Davao, and then
It's Bureau of Immigration.
yes, this one is the Bureau of Immigration office. So there's still an ongoing construction there, and that's the reason why they are temporarily occupying or renting here in the second floor of Victoria Plaza. So it's 10 a.m. in the morning. You can see that it's not so traffic here, which is good because sometimes it's so traffic. Today is Tuesday, and that's the reason probably why it's not so traffic, because it's Tuesday. But if it's Monday, usually there's a heavy traffic. So we'd also like to ask, there was actually one comment here in our video, my love, regarding the 13A. He mentioned that instead of 13A, we should have taken or applied for 13G. So I wanted to ask the Bureau of Immigration as well, what is 13G and what is the difference of 13A? Because he's saying that it was kind of hard to get a 13A, and the easier one is 13G. What happened to this one? They probably have an earthquake drill. You can see those children there. So last Friday, there was an earthquake here in Davao, and it's kind of strong. And there were a lot of affected buildings as well here in Davao, but the epicenter was in Manay, in Davao Oriental. The earthquake was at the 7.4 magnitude.
7.6.
Yeah, but they have downgraded it to 7.4. I'm seeing a post in the social media wherein they're saying goodbye to this Victoria Plaza. I think because as what I've heard, this has been bought by first one NCCC, and the second one is Ayala. So I think they're going to create offices here in this area. So this Victoria Plaza has been here for really so long time, I think so, because this is the first mall here in Davao. Hopefully there's parking here in front.
Not available. NBI.
So they have already closed this area here in the parking area of Victoria Plaza. Probably Ayala has also bought this one along with this one. So with regards to the 13A and 13G, because there was one comment in our video that we should have taken 13G instead of 13A so that it will be quicker. So according to the immigration officer, the 13G is only applicable for previously Filipino citizens. So his example was like, if you're a Filipino and if you're going to Japan and Germany wherein dual citizenship is not allowed, and then you want to go back to the Philippines, so you have to apply. So you were already a citizen there in that country, and then you want to go back to the Philippines, so you have to apply 13G instead of 13A. So in our case, the 13G is not applicable because my husband is not previously a Filipino. The only applicable visa for us will be 13A. So if you are also wondering if 13G is applicable for you, then please be informed that this is only applicable for previously Filipino applicants. So we're going to Abriza. I'll be checking something. So beside the Breeza is this Seda Hotel. They are already open, I think so, because previously construction was ongoing, and so they had temporarily closed. So Seda Ayala is just beside Abriza Mall, and this is just like 2 minutes away from Victoria Plaza. There's also condominiums actually here. I'm not so sure. I forgot what's the name of the condominium. It's here. So with regard to the earthquake, the city government of Davao issued tagging to identify buildings which cannot be occupied and those who need to like secure, I think, clearance for it to be occupied. So they issued red tagging, meaning the building was severely damaged by the earthquake and it cannot be occupied. And then the yellow tag, in which there are some prohibitions. So you can actually check also the Facebook page of the city government of Davao, so that because they are posting there which buildings are tagged as red and tagged as yellow. The parking area here in Abriza is just one floor. It's not the same with other malls wherein it's multi-level. Yes, sorry.
Master video.
I observed that there's not much people here. Today, it's 10 something. Maybe this is again because of the earthquake. People doesn't want to go outside and still afraid because the earthquake just happened last Friday, and there were also aftershocks, and there was an earthquake in the morning and an earthquake in the evening.
Yes,
They
and
called
today
it,
work day.
yeah, they called it duplet earthquake. It was really very scary, to be honest.